It was an early afternoon. While the Ace was sitting in his office, going through the last of the schedule for the upcoming friend game of the buckball against Philadelphia team. While the Ace was actually the coach for the Trottingham buckball team, and this is something that they have been planning for weeks, and it was only a friend game. He had told his team even if they don't win against the Philadelphia, they still would have a good time and try to win the next game. And his team had all his support, and they knew this was only for fun. But they were planning for an upcoming bigger game within a few months. While he was sitting there, suddenly was a knock on the door. Yes? Can I come in? It's me, Cherry Blossom. Cherry Blossom, yeah, come in. Cherry Blossom was actually an old friend to Wild Ace. They literally grew up on the same street in Trondheim. So what brings you here? Oh, I brought you some lunch. Well, late lunch. Since you and I were supposed to have lunch today, have you forgot about it? And then he looked at the watch at the wall. Oh, may sweet Celestia. I totally forgot about it. I'm so sorry. I was just so much in the schedule, planning for the game and all. Yeah, I know. But you had to do other things than just planning. I'm so sorry. But I would like to have the late lunch right now if you still up for it. Yeah, I actually brought it with me though, she said, and lifted a picnic basket with some sandwiches and something to drink. So, about the game, have you made any, you know, schedule how did the team got to move, any secret plans or anything? Oh, no, it's just not like that. It's just I'm just going through some plans so that we have used before and probably will try to use them again and trying to combine with some old ones and some new ones to, maybe come in combination of both. You never end up surprising me with your planning for the schedule. It reminds me of when we were younger, when we played hide and seek. You often played combined old places with new and tried to came up with a new secret place to hide. Sometimes it took me quite a while even to find you. Yeah, I remember that. It was good times. But you always thought that you wanted to do something with sport. I mean, you were really good at it. True. Even though I wasn't planning as much as to be a coach, I thought maybe be a player myself in some sport, but I wasn't, maybe not that athletic as much as I thought I would be, but I put my skills in planning. And it was actually thanks to you, though. Hmm, it might be. So, any plans for the weekend? Since the game is in, next week? Yeah, it is. Uh, I don't think I have any plans. What about you? Are you going to see your boyfriend? Oh, yeah, we're actually planning on out this weekend. That's great. I mean, I'm really happy for you two, and you've been together for about what, 2, 3 years? It's actually our third anniversary, and we are going to have dinner. Oh, well, I'm happy for you though. When you told me that 3 years ago, and I was like, man, jeez, she really found someone before me. Lucky. Hey, don't say like that. I mean, I'm lucky you two actually managed to find some pony. That's what I meant. Oh, well, thank you. They were enjoying the rest of the late lunch before Cherry Blossom had to go. Cherry Blossom and her boyfriend was planning to go out this weekend to celebrate their third anniversary. But then, it came to a most shocking. just the day before the Saturday when she and her boyfriend were planning to go out to eat. She saw her boyfriend with another mare walking on the street, laughing. At first, she assumed that was just another friend of his. He was very popular with many mares and he had many female friends. But this was way different. They were even kissing. She said that she couldn't even wait to celebrate their third anniversary soon, within the next week. She could not believe it. Turns out that her boyfriend had been seeing some ponytails behind her back for 3 years. She didn't even cry or even scream at him. She just hid behind a wall, and when they left, she just stood there in silence. And later, there was a knock on Wild A's home. Um, Cherry Blossom? Why are you here? But she didn't say anything. She just walked in, sat on the couch, and said nothing. Wild Ace was getting worried. So he went in the living room, sat down in the armchair across from her, and said, Cherry Blossom, what's the matter? You don't look too well. Are you okay? Do you need me to take you to the hospital or something? But she just shook her head and then suddenly burst into crying. Whoa! What happened? Can you tell me? Then he got up and sat next to her on the couch, trying to comfort her. I I can't believe he did this. What do you mean, he? My boyfriend. He's been cheating on me. What? What do you mean? For 3 years. He had been seeing some ponytails behind my back the whole time we've been dating. Wait, how do you know that? I actually saw him with another mare just before I even got here. What? Yeah. Do you know who this mare can have been? If you even recognize her? Sure do. It's one of his female friends that he claimed that was just a friend of his. And it was actually even Wild Ace who introduced her to her boyfriend 3 years ago. He was a close friend. Wow, I'm, I'm stunned. I mean, I literally know him for years, and he has never acted like this. I'm quite surprised if he had even been like this. I know. He was always just so sweet and so kind, but when we were seeing around with some of his other friends, even if it was stallions or even mares, he was always acting as much as himself, lovey-dovey with me. But having another mare beside me is unforgivable. I'm done with him. You should do. After he betraying you like this, like cheating on you for behind your back for 3 years, without a doubt, this is not okay. Only a little bit later, she left. But the very next day, Wild Ace went to find his friend. He was actually sitting in the city park by himself, just enjoying the day. Oh hey, Wild Ace, what's up? Don't what's up with me. Whoa, what's the hostility for? You know what you've done. What? How could you? I even introduced you to her, and you betray her? What? Oh, you're talking about Cherry Blossom. Yeah, I was kind of a bit tired of her. So you decided to start cheating on her with somebody else? What? Who do you even start dating first? Cherry Blossom or this other girl? Or other mare? That was probably, the other mare. I started dating Cherry Blossom maybe just a few weeks afterwards. I even vows for you for even to be a good friend. Honest one, faithful. But here you are. untrustworthy, unhonest, unfaithful. We are done as friends. Oh, so what? And also, I have already informed this other mayor of yours about Cherry Blossom and you. What? And I have even informed all our mutual friends about your betrayal. And your family has also been aware. You did what? You have no right. Well, actually, you do. You betrayed not only my friendship, we have known each other for years, but you betrayed Cherry Blossom, who cherished your love. But it turns out you didn't even love her at all. Who else could have betrayed her with? Before then, don't ever try. We are no longer friends. And I mean, I'm done. And then before Wild Ace were about to leave, he turned and said, "Oh, a final message from your other mayor." She said, quote, "He can leave town. I don't want to see his ugly face." And your parents said, "He is no longer our son. We disown him permanently. He will never get anything from us in our will. We will change it by today." And his friend just sat there, stunned. And then Wild Ace just turned and walked away. And he actually even heard from other mutual friends that their former friend did in fact leave town after he tried to find his other other girlfriend, but she refused to have nothing to do with him. Only the next day, Wild Ace actually went to see Cherry Blossom. "Hey, can I come in?" Yeah. She had been crying a lot more again. She was clueless about what happened. So, I actually went up to talk to your ex-boyfriend yesterday. You did what? Don't worry. I didn't harm him anything. Just told her the facts, and he's left town. Wait, what? Why? Well, I actually told his family, all of our mutual friends, and the other mayor he was seeing how he'd been treating you, and that he betrayed you for 3 years, and his family disowned him, and the mayor just left him. "Serves him right," he said. "I didn't know you could even go that far. But thank you." "No problem. I will always do that for my friends, especially the one I really care the most." What? Yeah, it's true. I have been in love with you for a very long time, actually. Like, ever since we were kids. I know the fact that when you were dating him, I kept myself silent about it. Every time I saw you smiling when you were with him, it did hurt, but I was happy for you. But now, when you told me about what he did, I couldn't even trust himself anymore. I, I just, I, I couldn't even believe what he did. I couldn't even trust him anymore. You mean you actually love me? Well, yeah, of course I do. I absolutely. I'm not lying about that. Wait, I think, uh, I think I was about 10 years old when I started developing feelings for you. How long ago? But that's like, what, 10 years? Yeah, pretty much. But how many knows do you even know about it? Oh, a few friends. A few friends? Oh, yeah, I told them. But they gave me their promise to not to tell you, or even someone else. I look. I just wanted to let you know how I feel. I understand if you don't like me the same way, and trust me, I'm not forcing you to stay with someone like me. You perhaps deserve someone some point way better than me. But then, as he was about to leave, she stopped him. No, wait. I'm sorry, but I just wanted to tell you. If this even means the end of our friendship, if you made it awkward, did I ever say I will feel awkward? No. Exactly. I had to admit, I did have a crush on you back then as well, but I just didn't know how to even tell you. Huh. So this seems to be both like each other so much. Yeah, seems so. So, now what? I don't know. You maybe want to try to date? Just see if there's any actual spark still there. Challenge accepted. Did I even say it was a challenge? No, but your mannerism kind of said it that way. Oh, you. But yeah. So for the next several weeks, they actually even start dating. And she was even present during the Buckball game against Philadelphia when Wild Ace were coaching the team, and they did win. And even just after about a month of them dating, they realized their feelings for each other were so true, so strong, they decided to make it official. It didn't take long for their friends and family to find out about it, but they were happy to realize their love for each other had been there all along. But some of the main reason to why they never took the step is because Wild Ace wasn't sure if he wanted to risk his friendship with Cherry Blossom over a potential possible relationship. He was just he was just afraid of being rejected, and that it would be so awkward between them so that she would end up his friendship. He even told her, like, look, I understand if this would happen. I was afraid that if you did rejected me, I wasn't sure if you would even want to be my friend anymore. That might even be too awkward. So I thought, as a potential thing to me to do, was to leave town. You would even go that far? Yeah, actually, I would. I would. Wait, really? Yeah, I even would go that far. But I'm happy that never happened to have to do that. Same here. From that day, they really enjoyed each other's company. And then, just 2 years after they start dating, just then, a surprise visit happened. One day when Cherry Blossom was on the street waiting for Wild Ace to show up for their date, there was suddenly a voice behind her. Um, hey, Cherry Blossom. She turned and faced her cheating ex-boyfriend. What do you want? I am. I'm sorry what I did all those years ago. I'm sorry. But I wanted to ask if you want to try for a second chance, forget it. I'm happily right now. What? I'm dating Wild Ace. He's a way better stallion than you. He's more handsome, he's more trustworthy, and most of all, he's more faithful and funnier than you. You gotta be kidding me. Since when? Shortly after you betrayed me, I started dating him. Shortly afterwards. Are you sure? Trust me, I'm way better than him. Oh yeah? Then why are you even here? If you were so much better, then why did you cheat on me? For 3 years. I was even considered maybe to be your wife one day. but that is not happening. So please leave me alone. Please, just give me a second chance now. But then it was another voice. You heard her. Please leave her alone, and I prefer you stay away from Trondheim permanently. And he faced an angry Valdes. Valdes? Come on, buddy. Nobody me. We are no longer friends, you know? Remember that? Not even your other friends aren't even trying to talk to you anymore, don't they? Don't even answer. I only answer. And your family don't even allow you to talk to either. So I just suggest leave Trondheim. Leave. For good. Then her ex-boyfriend just lowered his head and just walked off. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. But thanks. I never expected him to be back. Yeah, but I think this is probably the last time we ever see of him. And, well, Ace was correct. Cherry Blossom's ex-boyfriend never showed up. In fact, he never even sent any letters or anything. She was surprised that he even tried to ask for a second chance despite what he did. She had never in any form of intention to give him a second chance. But on that day, shortly after, Days took her to the park where he proposed to her and she said yes immediately. They even informed their friends and family the same day. They were all happy. David was asked, it's gonna be a big wedding? Both Wild Ace and Cherry Blossom said, not really a big one. We prefer more like a small one. Just a few friends and only the family, most. We don't want to have a such grand wedding. So they decided to have that outside of town at a small wedding ceremony just to some close friends and their family. And afterwards, they even went to Crystal Empire for about a week as their honeymoon. There, they just had a great time. They were just happy to finally to settle down to get married when the one they loved the most. Even Wild Ace had wondered if he had never even confessed his feeling for Cherry Blossom, would he had ever found his true courage, or even perhaps if his true love. She was happy for though. And then, after being together married for about 2 years, they later revealed to both sides of families and friends that they were expecting their first child. But they later learned it was twins. Twin boys, in fact. And then the day came where the twin boys was born. Their firstborn son was named Solar Flash. Solar Flash was really energetic as a colt. He loved to play games, and he even loved practice magic with his parents. And his biggest goal was to be a coach for the buckball team of Trondheim, like his father. And eventually he did become one under his teaching of his father, and when he was about 20 years old, he even married a buckball player that he had been dating for about 4 years. They even later have 2 daughters and 1 son of their own. Their second twin son was named Silver Midnight. Like his parents, loved to practice magic, and he was so energetic like his brother. But he loved the one thing the most, and that was cooking. He often cooked with his mother, and it sparked him to be a chef one day. And in fact, he did become a chef. And he even opened up his own small diner in Trondheim, and it became a good success. Eventually, he was able to marry his girlfriend after 5 years of dating, and later have 2 daughters and 1 son. After all this time all them together, Wild Ace couldn't be more happier to finally to be with the one that he loved the most. He often wondered if he had never had even be taken the courage to tell Cherry Blossom how he felt, he would never have found his true love, and she may actually have ended up marrying her ex-boyfriend, or she could have been find someone else to be with, and they are both happy that they did confess to each other. And this is how Cherry Blossom and Wild Ace found a true love, got a big family together. The end.